Even though this all new for 2017 BMW has completely new parts throughout, well almost, we all kind of know exactly what it's going to be like. That'll be a fine driving, properly built, completely refined luxury car. Oh, and of course with an options list that could empty your bank account faster than a petrol powered super yacht. But this time, BMW might have just created the best executive class saloon you can buy for any money. Lighter, more powerful and more efficient than its predecessor, the latest 2017 5 Series remains focused on BMW's traditional values of driving pleasure and performance. At first glance it looks like the old car, only bigger. This isn't a bad thing. The evolution of an already handsome, properly resolved icon was the only way to go and has given us this beauty. Just look at those carefully formed front end and perfectly judged taillight styling. The handsome modern theme continues on the inside with a detailed, high quality interior design, high levels of luxury and a large number of cutting edge technologies. BMW's traditional driver orientated layout has undergone a bit of an update. It's still reasonably recognisable as a BMW inside, while there's a significant increase in design intricacy. It helps give the dashboard a first class impression of quality without making its features more difficult to use. Every 5 Series comes with BMW's range-topping professional multimedia system as standard. This brings a super big 10.2-inch widescreen with sat-nav, various online services, a DAB radio and even a built-in 20 gig hard drive to store your music on. It's one of the best systems in the world. The screen is touch sensitive, so you can control it by pressing it in much the same way you would an iPad. However, there's a rotary dial between the front seats that's surrounded by shortcut buttons. It's much easier and safer than using the touchscreen when you're driving because you just twist the dial to scroll through the on-screen menus and press it down to make a selection. It helps that the menu system is logical and easy to get the hang of. On the options list you'll find a range of increasingly powerful sound systems, a Wi-Fi hotspot, a digital TV, Apple CarPlay, the latter of which lets you sync up your iPhone and use some of its functions while you're on the move. There's even a gesture control feature which lets you operate certain functions using mid-air hand signals. Other high-tech additions include the BMW most advanced autonomous driving setup yet, which has the ability to accelerate, brake and steer the car at speeds of up to 130 miles per hour. This beautifully designed and put together cabin is really a lovely place to be. There's a massive range of luxurious options to choose from too, including ventilated front and rear seats, entertainment screens and even a night vision camera. Like all saloons, the boot opening is far smaller than a hatchback or an estate, which can make loading a little bit tricky, although access to the boot is better than the rival E-Class, and an electric boot lid is on the options list if you can't be bothered with the hassle of raising and lowering it yourself. So, what's it like to drive? Well, it seems that most people agree that this latest 5 Series is still way ahead of the pack when it comes to sharp dynamics, comfortably outperforming both Mercedes-Benz E-Class and Audi's A6. I can tell you that this car drives superbly. It turns in keenly, goes where you point it, it can be coaxed into oversteer in a reasonably easy fashion. Well, that's if you feel like driving like a certified loon. And like so many modern cars, the level of mechanical grip that the 5 Series can summon up is immense. You won't need the optional and expensive X-Drive option in the UK. Well, not in the dry anyway. Having said all that though, it's evident that BMW has aimed the overall setup slightly more towards comfort than outright handling excellence in this latest generation. It's subtle and only noticeable after spending a while behind the wheel. What the 5 Series compensates with is a gloriously creamy ride that's near perfect, even on these big alloys and sporty suspension of this M Sport model we have here. All engines come with a superb 8-speed automatic gearbox that has a bit of a split personality. Gently squeeze the accelerator and the shifts are silky smooth, but jumping is hard and it fires through the ratios super fast. Okay, so what's the verdict? The latest BMW 5 Series is a classy and wonderful refined luxury saloon, and it comes with a surprisingly low running costs. It's so good that various car magazines, including What Car, have voted it the 2017 Car of the Year. To the layman like me, well, just a handful of years ago, a vehicle this good was the stuff of dreams. No matter how good the car is, and upon a bit of time reflecting on this, I have to say, here in 520D M Sport version, the car cannot mask the fact that there's a not too powerful 4-pot diesel labouring under the bonnet, and the slightly hard riding low profile run flat tyres give an ever so slightly harsh side to the ride, which is not quite suited to a super executive car of this type. That said, that's nitpicking. Overall, this car is absolutely superb. So there we are. If you're in the market for what I think is the best saloon car sensible money can buy, forget the diesel, maybe think about the plug-in hybrid and forget about the other makes. If I were you, I would go straight down to your nearest BMW dealer and ask to see the superb 2017 BMW 5 Series.